A quick update, I'm exchanging my iPhone 6 for an iPhone SE because I don't really want a phone this big. I only got that because of the blog, so I'm going to go for a smaller phone that's a bit better. So yesterday we went to the Apple store, and it turns out that if you want your new iPhone to look like the old one, as in have all the apps installed in the same way, you need to back it up. So I had to use Icloud, and then I had to delete a load of old rubbish in Icloud. So it took too long. So we're going today. So with the iPhone SE, is it mainly like a particular demographic that gets it, like the elderly, or is it?
To be honest, the one thing that we wanted to capture was a lot of folks love the 5X as a whole. I did too. Then my problem is not only Apple, but every market for a phone wanted to get bigger and bigger in screen size. So I have my friend Dale who loves small phones, doesn't want to go any bigger. So what we wanted to do is make sure those that want to keep a smaller phone have that option. Right. And the nice thing with this one is 2 or 3 times more powerful than the 5X. It comes with more of the horsepower like these new phones do. So definitely well worth it.
Okay. Right, so we're erasing the phone. You have to press it twice. Then, and I've got a, what's it, rose gold?
Yes, sir.
Pink phone, iPhone SE. So that's pretty good. New phone. So it's time for the unboxing. Yesterday I got the iPhone SE because I didn't want a phone the size of the iPhone 6, just because we're not on the road, and I quite like the form factor of the iPhone 5. So I think Apple realised that people like having a 4-inch phone. So yeah, so they've basically brought it back. It comes in a little box. Now I've got a part exchange on this because you get $250 if you part exchange your iPhone 6.
And this was the 64 gig iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Whereas we've gone to the 16 gig for the new one.
So it's got iPhone SE. This is called rose gold, which basically is pink. Yes, that looks like an iPhone 5. The other thing is, when you do a part exchange, they don't ask for the charger back, and the charger was something like, to buy it outright, wasn't it like $30 or something? So that's quite good. Okay, so we've got these bits. Take that off. Apparently, if you return it in a day, they don't recycle it; they just sell it to someone else after doing some checks. Yeah, this feels like the iPhone 5. Okay, so that's activating the phone. Yes, let's enable location services so Apple always know where I am. They rather cheekily have moved data from Android, but I'm going to do an iCloud restore. And I chose the backup of my last phone, and now it's restoring from iCloud. Okay, so we've reached the end of the restore from iCloud before the bar had reached the other side of the screen, so it's just rebooted. I'm sure that's fine. That's done, so it agrees to the terms and conditions, which I don't really have much of a choice in. So that went reasonably well. It flashed something up saying it couldn't restore everything from iCloud because I wasn't plugged in to the power. So I wish it had said that, because I now don't know how to do the thing that it was saying. Because the other thing is, not really being an Apple person, all of my cloud providers are not Apple, so most of the iCloud things I had to switch off. All I wanted was my apps to be in the same place and to be installed. But that went quite well. As for the actual device and how it feels, I think this means that my thumb doesn't seem to have that sort of double tap where the screen lowers, because my thumb is now able to reach the top left of the screen, and it feels a bit chunkier. It probably wouldn't bend if you sat on it, which the last one sort of felt a bit flimsy. But yeah, that's all right. I have a new phone, a smaller phone, but a new phone, and that's good. Right, so the phone is now ready, and it looks like it's in the same state that it was before, more or less. So that's quite good, apart from there's something called... Oh, yes. Yeah, that's pretty much the same, mostly. Excellent. Sorry, that wasn't the end. iCloud said drive failed to restore and then crashed. So that's not good. The phone just restarted. Bad Apple. All the apps managed to restore except for Gmail. I can't click on it because that normally gets it to install. It's just greyed out. I'm sure it's a coincidence, but that's really annoying. Sorry, another addition to this. This phone is really white hot. It's actually quite, yeah. Might have to blow on it, or it's just ground to a halt. Okay, so iCloud didn't back up any of the app data, which I was told in the shop that it would. So that's just rubbish. Now I have to enter in all of the information again. I was told that if I did a backup and I picked files and various other things, that it would work, and it didn't. I hate Apple. Apple are horrible. I wish there was a phone that was this sort of quality, in as much as there wasn't the sort of vast diversity of Android phones, but actually run by Google, so all of the backup and syncing stuff would work.
If anyone knows what a really good Android is, I'm in the market to replace my phone as well, since the Samsung Galaxy S6 wasn't as good as I had hoped. It gets hot really badly and the battery sucks, so if you have any advice for us, we're listening.
Last bit, honest. The backup's just sitting there saying the iPhone's currently being restored, which it isn't. It's restored certain things, but not the app data. So I'm going to press stop on this and say stop. And it now says last backup never. So I'm guessing that the backup that I made yesterday was totally useless. So thanks, Apple. Thanks for being rubbish.